This video's purpose is to show how macros, also called hotkeys, can help a person work more efficiently. A macro is a thing where a person types a few keys and a bunch of text gets typed for them automatically. And now, for the next 2 minutes, whenever I speak, it will be to describe such examples that make typing SQL code faster. First, some Excel table is being copied and pasted from Google. Now a macro is being run to turn it into code that creates an SQL table. Next macro, copy and rename table. Next macro, change the values of one of the columns. Next macro, turn copied and pasted text into a table. Next macro, join two tables. Note, when a bunch of text appears or something unusual looking happens, that's a macro. Next macro, check for null values of all columns before and after writing a little code to remove the null values. This macro also runs the SQL command line thing in the background to get the names of the columns and row counts of the results. Next macro, check for duplicate rows. Note, this video is fast forwarding between macros, so that's why it looks fast. Next macro, count the rows before and after writing a little code to aggregate them, displaying the row count again. Next macro, show the before and after tables ordered by their columns. Next macro, pick a row from the results to turn into code. Next macro, search all columns of a given table for a string of text, displaying the row counts at the end of each line of code. Next macro, show unique combinations of column values. Next macro, join two given tables. Next macro, compare the counts in same rows of two given tables. Next macro, compare the unique column values of two given tables. Finally, show the unique column value combinations of two given tables. To recap, the preceding video's intention was to show how macros can help a person work more efficiently. Some Excel table was gotten from Google, then some macros run to turn it into an SQL table and play with it. A macro, again, is a thing where a person types a few keys to execute their macro, and a bunch of text gets typed for them automatically.